Hello everyone. You know that feeling when you're standing in front of the mirror, leaning in just a little closer than you should, and you can see them, tiny, dark, stubborn little dots sitting right there on your nose, your chin, your forehead, and something in your brain just locks in. You're not alone in that. Millions of people feel that exact pull every single day, that mix of frustration and the strange, almost satisfying urge to just deal with it. Today, we're going to do exactly that. But we're going to do it right, because there's a big difference between doing this and doing this properly. And by the end of this video, your skin is going to thank you for staying. Let's get into it. P-robe-the-limb agitation. Here's what most people do. They notice a blackhead or a pimple that's been building for days, and they go straight in. Fingers, nails, whatever it takes. And maybe it works in the moment. But then what? The redness comes. Then the dark mark. Then the next one appears, and the next. It starts to feel like a cycle you can't escape, and it's not because your skin is bad. It's because nobody ever sat down and explained what's actually happening beneath the surface. Nobody told you why those blackheads keep coming back. Nobody told you the difference between what actually helps your skin heal and what quietly makes it worse. So before we touch anything, let's understand what we're actually working with. Clear explanation. Here's what a blackhead actually is. Deep inside your pore, there's a tiny gland producing oil called sebum. That oil is supposed to travel up and out. It's your skin's natural moisturizer. But sometimes, dead skin cells, product residue, or just everyday dirt mixes in. The pore gets congested. The oil can't move. And when that mixture reaches the surface and meets oxygen, it oxidizes. It turns dark. That's your blackhead. Not dirt, not poor hygiene. Just oxidized sebum trapped in a pore. Now a pimple, especially the inflamed, deep kind, is when that same congestion gets infected with bacteria. Your body sends blood cells to fight it, and that's what creates the redness, swelling, and that deep, tender ache. Understanding this changes everything about how you approach your skin, because now you're not just attacking a spot, you're working with your skin's biology. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Performation. Perforation is everything. This is where most people skip steps and pay for it later. Step 1. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap for a full 20 seconds. Your fingertips carry bacteria that your skin doesn't need right now. Step 2. Cleanse your face with a gentle, pH-balanced cleanser. Nothing harsh, nothing foaming with sulfates. You just want a clean, calm surface to work with. Step 3, and this is the one that makes the biggest difference. Steam your skin. Take a warm, clean towel, soak it in warm water, and press it gently against your face for about 30 to 60 seconds. Or, if you have one, lean over a bowl of warm steam with a towel draped over your head. What this does is gentle and brilliant. It softens the walls of the pore. It relaxes the skin. It allows everything sitting inside to release. Far more easily, far more gently. No forcing, no trauma, just warmth and patience. Slow exhale in narration. Your skin is already softening. Now we work. Core techniques and steps. For blackheads, the gentle press method. Take 2 cotton swabs or wrap your fingertips lightly in clean tissue. Never bare nails. Never. Position them on either side of the blackhead, not directly on top. Apply gentle, even downward pressure, and then slowly move inward, as if you're guiding the contents up and out. You'll feel, and maybe see, a tiny, satisfying release. That's the oxidized sebum clearing the pore. If it doesn't come with gentle pressure, leave it. It's not ready. And that's okay. Forcing a blackhead that isn't ready is what causes scarring, broken capillaries, and that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation that can take months to fade. For a surface pimple, a whitehead that's come to a head. This is the only type of pimple that's ever appropriate to address at home. After steaming, you'll notice the white center is visible and close to the surface. Take a clean, sterilized needle or comedone extractor, wiped with alcohol, and with the very tip, gently pierce just the surface of the whitehead. Then use your wrapped fingertips to apply soft, even pressure from the sides. The contents will release cleanly. After it releases, stop immediately. Pressing further will only damage tissue. For deep, blind pimples, the ones that hurt before you even touch them. These are not ready, and they should never be extracted at home. Instead, apply a small amount of hydrocolloid patch directly on top. Leave it overnight. These patches are designed to draw fluid to the surface safely, without trauma. By morning, the patch will have done quiet, invisible work. You'll see it. Safety and comedone mystics. Let's talk about what to avoid, because this section might actually be the most important one. Mistake 1. Going in without steaming. Cold skin is tight skin. Tight pores resist. You push harder. You damage tissue. Always prep with warmth first. Mistake 2. Extracting inflamed pimples. If it's red, swollen, painful, and has no visible white tip, it is not ready, and pushing on it will drive the infection deeper. Ice it instead. Reduce the inflammation first. Mistake 3. Using your bare nails. Nails harbor bacteria. Nails create crescent-shaped wounds in the skin. Always use a barrier, tissue, cotton, or a proper tool. Mistake 4. Doing too much in one session. Your skin has a trauma threshold. Work on only a few spots at a time. Then stop. Let your skin rest and recover. Mistake 5. Skipping aftercare. What happens in the 10 minutes after extraction matters as much as the extraction itself. We'll cover that right now. Post-care and recovery. Your skin just went through something, even done gently. Extraction is a minor stress response. Your job now is to calm, protect, and repair. Step 1. Apply a gentle toner. Something with niacinamide, witch hazel, or Centella asiatica. This closes and tightens the pore, reduces redness, and brings inflammation down. Tap it in. Never rub. Your skin is sensitive right now. Step 2. Apply a targeted serum. Niacinamide is your best friend here. It regulates oil, fades marks, and soothes the skin barrier simultaneously. If you have redness or sensitivity, a Centella or Cica serum works like a whisper of calm on irritated skin. Step 3. Moisturize. Even if your skin is oily. Especially if your skin is oily. A lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer seals in everything and tells your skin, you're safe now. Stop producing excess oil. Step 4. SPF. If it's daytime, freshly extracted skin is vulnerable to UV damage. Sun exposure on an open pore or recovering blemish is one of the fastest ways to create permanent hyperpigmentation. Protect what you just worked for. Your skin is recovering. Be gentle with it for the next 24 to 48 hours. No actives, no scrubs, no pressure, just kindness. Prevention psychology. Here's the shift most people never make. They focus entirely on removing blackheads and pimples, without ever asking, why do they keep forming? Prevention isn't a product. It's a set of quiet, consistent habits. Double cleanse at night, especially if you wear SPF, makeup, or have been outside. An oil cleanser first, then a water-based cleanser. This fully clears the pore before it has a chance to congest overnight. Change your pillowcase every 3 to 4 days. You press your face into that fabric for 7 to 8 hours. The oils, dead skin, and residue accumulate there and transfer right back. Never skip moisturizer because your skin is oily. This is one of the most common and damaging myths in skincare. Dehydrated skin overproduces oil to compensate. More oil means more congestion. Moisturize. Always. Watch the hands-to-face habit. Throughout the day, most people unconsciously touch their face dozens of times. This is a direct bacterial transfer, cheek to pore. Exfoliate chemically, not physically. Rough scrubs create micro-tears in the skin and can spread bacteria. A gentle BHA, like salicylic acid, once or twice a week dissolves the dead skin cells inside the pore. No scrubbing, just chemistry working quietly. These are dramatic changes, but over 4 to 6 weeks they are transformative. Emotional payoff. Close your eyes for just a moment, or keep watching if you like. And imagine this, 2 months from now. Standing at that same mirror, same lighting, same closeness, but this time your skin looks different. Smaller pores, smoother texture, that rough patch on your chin, faded. The persistent cluster on your nose, gone. Not because of one miracle product, not because of a viral hack, but because you were consistent. Because you were patient with your skin. Because you stopped fighting it and started working with it. That feeling? It's not just about skin. It's about looking in that mirror and feeling like yourself again. Confident, comfortable. That's what this is really about. Thank you for watching.